Well, here I am, getting ready to start on my hike at the John Rock Hang. 2012, locking everything up. And you can see what kind of day it is, kind of overcast and gloomy. I see Running Feather and Hanging Burrito over here, and we're going to get ready to go in. I made something like 4 pounds of chili for tonight, for the hot dog cookout. I'm looking forward to it. Well, walking along this mucky path, this stuff is just gross. Thankfully it's kind of sanded out a little bit more, so it's not as much mud. So we've got hey, Running Feather right here, and Hanging Burrito right here, hiking next to me. So off we go through a pond. You can see that, and across our bridge to the site. So gotta make it to a group hang if you haven't been. These things are crazy. Here's my setup for the for the dig. Once I'm back from my hike up to John Rock, I'm thinking about putting this into porch mode. We'll go from there. So we got 4-wheel low and Lazy Bee up here. So, they like my big dig. It's nice. Custom.
We'll show it.
This little titanium trowel. Playing some ladder ball. Granny Pat's up. I'm heading up to John Rock. Just left the group camp. Just started to rain. Came up an afternoon sprinkle and the sun's starting to come out again. Thought I'd give you kind of a look. And you can also see it's still raining. Getting to meet some people I've been reading up on the forums. Glad to have some other brothers and sisters in Christ. So that's good to know. Looking forward to knocking this out. My hope is to be back from John Rock no later than 4 o'clock. That'll give me time to eat a snack out and about and start prepping for dinner. It's kind of nice to be out here on your own every once in a while. Decided since I was doing a oh yeah, man, look at this muck. I mean, you're gonna get wet, you're gonna get muddy, it happens. Just press on through. But you'll notice I'm wearing a hip belt today. Let's see if you can swing around and see this. You see my hip belt. That's something pretty neat. I've only used it for trail running, which is what I bought it for. Weighs in at like 7-8 ounces, but it's real convenient. The one thing about the ultralight system is that you only carry what you absolutely need. For a day hike like this, I didn't want to carry my whole pack up. So since I set up a base camp, I figured that this was the best way to go. Well, I'm up on top of John Rock now. You can see that the clouds have broke. I don't know for how long, I mean, but it is so nice. See all of this stuff. Birds flying around down behind us or underneath. That's the fish hatchery down there. Did not, can't see my car. I'm parked over this direction. It's loads of fun. I mean, this is just beautiful. We got looking glass over there. And way up there, if you can see up on the ridge, is the Blue Ridge Parkway. Now I was warned that because of how wet it's been, that these rocks would be real slick, but you can see they're pretty dry. So I'm out here towards the edge, being a little bit goofy. You can see where I'm sitting. Oh, and it just keeps going down. So, sure is nice though. I'm gonna grab a snack, and I made it up here. 3:36 is what time it is now, probably about 5 minutes ago. I'm gonna get ready to head back down to the hammock hanging camp. Man, this is just lovely. I'm pretty sure that this mountain right there is Pilot Mountain. I'm about 90% sure. The Art Loeb Trail starts down at Davidson River Campground, comes up and around Butter Gaps, down back this way behind John Rock, and then goes up and along to Pilot Mountain, and along down into Deep Gap, and then trucks up and over the Parkway, and then up and beyond the Parkway you've got Tennant Mountain and Black Balsam Knob. Sure is nice though. Sure is nice. Look at these. Shout out to you, Dad. Missed that you didn't make it on this trip. Beautiful up here. A lot of people were asking about you. Said that they would have loved to have seen you out here. Take this time to also say hello to Brucey High Five from pretty much the other side of the globe. Medicine Man got this stool. A lot of people have already been commenting on it. Water Monkey, Florida Rider, Shug, all the rest of you. Yeah, until it lands.
Another one that looked quite excellent.
They look great from back here, but then again I've got a bug that flew in this side.
Top on.
Oh, that way.
Well, like golfers, we always go to the club afterwards.
There you go. Oh yes, cheers to that. So like a little bit of rain.
We have heat. We'll start a fire.
Yeah.
Woohoo! It'll be a fire tonight. We have hot dogs, trout,
I brought
chili,
you 2 bottles.
hot dogs sliced up on there, butter, salt and pepper. Ate the whole thing about 3 o'clock in the morning. No.
Let's see how the Cuban tarp's holding up against this weather. I got it out in porch mode right now, so I'm real curious. Well, man, I'm drying here. No sideways rain, so I haven't had to deploy any doors yet. But boy, it's dry in here. I like this. Storm Crow, appreciate it, man. This is slick. Just got back from a fun little adventure. One of our crew was missing in action. I'd been gone for close to about 8 hours. Been missing for about 8 hours, so did a trail run down to try to see if we could find him. Found him, roughly about 3 miles from camp, so I think everything's going to be alright. Getting ready to cook some hot dogs here in a little bit. Trying to build up some kind of grate.
Well, some of it was compromised.
Man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to some of these brownies I keep hearing about.
Oh, yeah.
Where are they? Oh, snap.
Yeah. Yeah, baby, this is what I'm talking about. I love the sluggy brownie.
Thank you for the HB stamp of approval.
Woohoo! So you know some of these things.
Picture and it didn't happen.
Light.
No, I got it. Look at this. This is toasty marshmallow in between two of Sluggy's brownies. So this is about to be some kind of ecstasy, I think. But it's stuck in my mustache. Well, I'm getting ready to go to bed. It's probably about 11 o'clock. A little scary. This guy back behind me sounds like a bear, but he's snoring. That's Lazy Bee. Didn't bring my earplugs, but that's going to be alright. As long as I can know that now, I should be fine. Looking at doing some reading tonight. Going to read, hopefully, just about the rest of the Hunger Games. Enjoyed the book so far. Ended up having an evening constitutional, which was really nice. Key whiz, got to use your Big Dig custom trowel with the saw blade. Ended up in a spot with a lot of little roots, and it worked well. So, anyways, until in the morning. Somebody's snoring logs. I'm gonna go and put a little bit of water in my cook kit, and I'm gonna start cooking some breakfast. Do my Bible reading, and enjoy some breakfast from the hammock. Sleeping in the hammock is in my hammock. I don't even know if it's the bug net or if it's the underquilt, the way it pushes up against me. The underquilt's definitely the most effective, most efficient way of keeping me warm. But it pushes up against my head as I go to sleep. Maybe I just don't have it dialed in quite right. But it's a bit obnoxious, to be honest. It makes it hard to sleep, finding just the right position. I mean, I've spent several nights in a hammock, and I just don't have it dialed in yet. I've got some material. I'm going to make my own bridge hammock. Got to try a bridge hammock out here at the hang. Loki was nice enough to let me give that a shot. You can see I've got my hammock set up in porch mode. Let's come up over here. Where my tarp. I've got my tarp set up in porch mode. Everybody down there starting to gather. About ready for breakfast. I believe that my dad would have enjoyed this quite a bit. Sorry he wasn't able to come. Now I think that we may very well have come up with the next thing in suspension. Notice at the head, on the gathered end, that we've put a small knot here, eventually maybe using a Dutch hook or something along those lines here. The suspension, the shock cord here, in this channel, pulls it away from the face instead of even with the triangle thingy or coming up towards the top where you find this in your face. This pulls the underquilt out and still gives you plenty of coverage here with a significant weight savings because there's no need for that at all. And what we've done, go ahead.
The other end of the channel comes around and up to the ridge line here.
And we've got this on a prusik, so if we did a soft shackle prusik up here with a like a nacrobiner or something, and then just hooked it on, then it would be significant weight savings, because this is
And
only
also
something
some
like 6
adjustment too
inches.
is to give you, so you can dial in your quilt on
Exactly
your hammock
where you
ridge line
want.
and eliminate the suspension back to the end of the hammock.
And now, I'm not sure if we're going to end up doing that with the foot end, but the foot end seems to be working as is. And even so, that's probably going to cut out an ounce.
Yeah.
Detail man, well
All
done.
right.
Well
and
done.
D1.
And D1, I have to thank you too. I'm excited about this.
Out.
Look at this. Detail man. Sorry. D1 back here.
Point of theology.
Driving on my way home from the group hang. Man, what a great time. Just an excellent time. I was real happy to get to meet Detail Man and his wife Tweaky, and the D1, D2, and D3. So definitely shout out to them. Hopefully going to get to do some kind of longer distance hike with Detail Man. He seems to be more up to par on pace and endurance, particularly hauling around his daughter. It's just incredible. Want to thank Sluggy for the brownies and for the incredible advice about becoming a teacher.